Mob of the Dead is one of the best zombies maps that Treyarch has ever created. I'm not going to string you all along like other ranking videos where I debate about the map's quality and the content provided. Mob of the Dead is a masterpiece that combines both gameplay and narrative seamlessly while creating a stellar atmosphere. The introduction of major side quests is a massive quality of life and gameplay improvement, and it just sets in stone the type of map that I personally like to play. I think it is fair to say that Mob of the Dead set the course for what zombies would become in the next couple of years, and it is a course that many zombies fans today would want us to go back to. Mob of the Dead will score very highly on our tier list, I'm not gonna lie, but I think it's very important that you all understand why I love this map so much in my breakdown of the map. Welcome back to the Zombies Retrospective Ranking Series. Today we are looking at none other than Mob of the Dead, the third major map released for Black Ops 2 Zombies, and an absolute stellar classic. I'm not really going to jump around too much. We're just going to get straight into it. And the first thing I would like to talk about is none other than the map's layout, environment, and level design. This map graphically is absolutely gorgeous, especially when you compare it to both Die Rise and Transit, two of the less visually appealing maps on the game for some reason. The color scheme on this map is also so much more vibrant than that of the previous two maps, making it so much more aesthetically pleasing to look at. We have a well animated CGI intro cutscene, which differs from the comic book style cutscenes that we get from the Victus crew maps. As I said in the last part covering Die Rise, the cutscenes won't be getting bonus points for existing anymore, but there is something nice about this cutscene and how it sets up the context for the map and the storyline that will be following throughout. When we look at this map from the layout point of view, the map is huge, but unlike Die Rise and Transit, there is very little to no dead space on this map. Every area of the map is utilised some ways, even the adjoining traversal sections have a point, often containing a playing part, a wonder weapon part, or being relevant to an Easter egg or side quest in some way. The map also has some incredibly well designed areas that are just fun to explore. As you play the map for the first time, it feels like it goes on, but it all appears to be connected, and it is very hard, I found, to get lost as each area is visually distinct. While it does overall follow a loop-like structure, I do feel like this map does an expert job of hiding this due to its verticality and its many offshoots that lead to exterior sections of the map, often used for quest steps. Areas like the cafeteria or the docks offer nice areas to hold out and train around. The roof, where the plane is located, is the pinnacle of the map, being one of the last places that most people reach as the escape attempt leads them there, which is the map's main gimmick and quest. The entire map flows around this end goal and gives the player an aim that I would consider greater than the tried power formula that Zombies has had since World at War, the aim of getting power. You now have the aim of building the plane. Moving on to talk a bit about the map flow, the entire map flows extremely well and everything on the map feeds into each other. The afterlife mechanic is crucial and a unique innovation that really helps the map stand out when you look at it in the grand scheme of the Zombies game mode. You use the afterlife mechanic to get the Warden's Key, which then allows you to open the doors to get the playing parts or power up perk machines or transportation devices such as the gondola. You can then feed the Dog's Head, which grants you the map's special item, the Hell's Retriever, which as you progress can be upgraded into the Hell's Redeemer. When you unlock the Hell's Retriever, you can then use this to also complete a quick side quest to unlock the map's main wonder weapon, which can then be upgraded by parts located throughout the map to create a brand new variation of that wonder weapon. All of this I have described can be tackled while you naturally progress throughout the map, and very little of it requires you to do crazy or out there steps. All of these map components really naturally flow into each other and make the map feel like a true and complete package that really feels worthwhile for players to explore. Speaking on the wonder weapon, this map is the first map that has ever added a side quest that allows you to actually get a guaranteed wonder weapon to spawn in by completing a few small steps. This includes opening the map, getting the Hell's Retriever, and then locating 5 blue skulls around the map and picking them up with the Retriever. If done correctly, you can pick up the wonder weapon from the Warden's office. The weapon is called the Blundergat, and this is an awesome quad-barreled shotgun that will absolutely destroy zombies until the late game. Uniquely, for the first time in Zombies, this gun also has a variation that allows you to change its main function and appeal without requiring Pack-a-Punch. If you create the conversion kit buildable and place your blunder gat into that, it will become the acid gat. This now shoots out green explosive vials that also attract the zombies, acting as a portable monkey bomb that is much better for fast and instant use. Both of these weapons are fantastic and both serve their functions well, especially for the survival on the map. Pairing the acid gat with the shield, which finally sees a chance to shine on this map, is the perfect pairing. The shield has a chance to be used on this map as you don't have to hold a turbine or any other item, which frees up that buildable slot to allow you to use the shield, and it makes you feel much safer and much more powerful as you progress. The Hell's Retriever is a tomahawk-like weapon that deals great damage, upwards to infinite damage if you upgrade it. You unlock the base variation by feeding 3 dog's heads that are located at the dog symbols around the map. 1 at the docks, 1 in the cell blocks, and 1 up near the roof in the infirmary. You feed the dogs 1 at a time until they howl and despawn. You can then pick up the Hell's Retriever in the catacombs. The Retriever is used in the main quest and also to collect the skulls for the Wonder Weapon. You can then upgrade this by completing a short quest. In order to complete the upgrade, you first have to kill 10 to 15 zombies in the prison with the Retriever. Next, you must go to the Golden Gate Bridge on round 10 plus and kill zombies only using the Retriever exclusively. If done correctly, you should hear the afterlife sound when the round ends. You can then go back to the cell block, dog head, and throw the Retriever into the fiery lava pit beneath the head. Finally go into afterlife and go pick up the Hell's Redeemer from the catacombs where you originally picked up the Retriever. This is now the first infinite damage secondary item that is not like a weapon slot weapon. It is amazing and it fits the map's theme so perfectly. Like, it's such a good item that most people will get it even if they're not attempting an Easter egg or high round run, just because, as I said, it flows so naturally. You're just naturally going to go do these quests and these steps, and this is another reason why I think Mob of the Dead is just an absolutely stellar map. This map also comes with a brand new perk, and for the first time in Black Ops 2's life cycle, it's not a perk that is related to being revived or having anything to do with reviving in any way. Electric Chariot instead allows you to reload, and when you do an electric burst, which is stronger the lower your current ammo is, comes out of the player. The burst is better for stunning rather than killing, but when you pair this with the shield and the acid gas, it becomes an amazing combo that can keep you alive whenever you get trapped or cornered. I have to be honest, it is a cool perk to be added, but unfortunately I have to say I do not really find myself using it as on one of my 4 perk slots outside of this map. This map, it definitely shines. After this, not so much. This map also features a new boss called Brutus, which can patrol the map and shut down locations, requiring the player to pay a fee and unlock them before you can use them again. Brutus is a fun boss that provides a decent challenge in the early stages of the match, but when you can get the easily accessible wonder weapons and perks, it becomes just another easily defeated obstacle in the player's way. A fun and unique obstacle that is, but very easy to deal with in the later rounds. Not that much of an issue. And as far as I'm aware, the Hell's Redeemer is also either a 2-shot or a 1-shot. I can't remember. I think it's 1 shot to knock off his helmet and then another headshot and he's dead. But really easy boss. But again, just great for the team. As I said, the atmosphere is just, it's all here as I'm showing. All this is just going to show how the map builds such a cohesive flow and atmosphere around all of its unique gameplay elements. The last of the major additions and quest items that I wanted to talk about is the Golden Spork, which the player can complete in order to power up their melee. This is an upgrade that allows you to one-hit melee zombies until round 34. In order to get this upgrade, it just fits really well with the story of the map, and it just thematically makes so much sense. You must complete a few prerequisites, which again just goes to show how much everything flows into each other and how interlinked everything is. You need to have the Acid Gas, the Hell's Retriever, or Redeemer, either or, and visit the Golden Gate Bridge before you even start the quest. It's also related to some of the main Easter egg steps. You've got to go to the cell blocks, find some posters near the warden's office, and throw the Hell's Retriever at it. You can then enter Afterlife, and you'll see a newly created Afterlife portal. You can then zap the spoon that is located behind where the portal was. You then go to the cafeteria, throw the Hell's Retriever at the spoon that is now located out behind the barricade. If you hear Brutus, you've done it correctly. Next, head to the infirmary and interact with the bathtub that is filled with blood. Head down to the showers, kill a bunch of zombies with the acid gas until you hear the demonic laugh. and then you can go back to the infirmary, interact with the bathtub to get the golden spork. This is a great thematic upgrade, as I said. It works really well with the map, and it is 100% worthwhile if you're going for just a full map of doing everything there is to do on Mob of the Dead. A small positive note I'd like to add before we continue is that the map's Easter egg song is amazing, and I really like it. You achieve this by interacting with the zappy panels in the catacombs. It's a great vibe, it's a great song, and it really adds to the experience. Finally, I would like to talk about Pack-a-Punch, the character's story, and finally the Easter egg in one last big section. Just a quick note, everything I've spoken about before has all been positives in my notes, and everything I've just mentioned, aside from the Easter eggs, is also marked as positive. The Easter egg I have marked as mixed in my note sheet though, for reasons I will get into as we talk about it. The characters on this map are all prisoners that are trying to escape the prison, and this is the overarching goal of the prisoners and the player as they progress. The plan is to get a bunch of parts from across the prison yard to build the plane on the roof and escape. The plane leads you to the Golden Gate Bridge, where you can acquire Pack-a-Punch. These characters and this Pack-a-Punch quest are not only interesting but also entertaining. The Pack-a-Punch quest helps give each area an objective and also keeps the player entertained as they play. The characters have amazing quotes and synergy with each other, and as the story continues through the quest, you can get more of a grasp of the relationship that these characters have with each other. While these are fantastic, entertaining, and give the map its own unique feel, the actual gameplay of the Easter eggs unfortunately very unremarkable. This is for one main reason, and that is because there are no main unique steps until the very end. Instead, it relies all on the smaller maps quest to add any form of substance to the main Easter egg. The egg consists basically of going to the bridge 3 times, doing some small bits in Afterlife in between, doing the side quests, and then listening to some audio logs. The final step where the Weasel must 1v1 or a PvP the other 3 players is incredibly unique, and it's a really fun step. It's the highlight of the Easter egg. For the first time in Zombies, you are able to end the map without dying as well. Like if you you can end the map. There's a way to end the map instead of just like dying off, which is really cool. Overall, this map is amazing, with the only thing bogging it down being a lackluster Easter egg, but even at that it's not awful, which is why it's noted down as a mid factor and not a negative. The addition of side quests that contain substance is one of the best additions to Zombies that have ever been made, and it is a highlight of the Blundell maps as a whole. I absolutely love how linked together everything is and how much of a flow this map has if you put your mind to it. There's only one tier that this map belongs to, and that is of course S tier. I'm fairly confident that it will stay in S tier, but only time will tell. We'll see. Anything can change. Alright, thank you for listening to me waffle on about a map that we all knew would be S tier from the start. The next episode will be on Buried, which I may be a controversial episode. It depends on whether you like Buried or not. You'll have to wait and see. I hope you're all excited. Leave a like and subscription if you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you in the next episode.